Right, ladies, gents, boys and girls, Papa Smoke back again for another video. It's the one I promised you on Evade the Retrograde. So sorry if my coat looks a bit bulky. My dog's climbed into it, so yeah. I've got this tiny dog, it's like handbag size, and it likes to live in clothes and sleeping bags, so it's decided to climb in my coat. Anyways, that's completely irrelevant, absolutely irrelevant. So, Evade the Retrograde, what do I mean by that? Well, I made a video earlier on about something that annoys me. Yeah, I'm going to make another video now about something that annoys me even more. Every time there's a Mercury retrograde, people go batshit. They go absolutely nuts. They blame everything in their life, every minor or major issue or whatever in their life on the retrograde. Right, literally on the retrograde. Right, or they'll just go absolutely screwy about it and make their whole few weeks or whatever few days or whatever it is on the retrograde, basically about that. And they'll even not do things or abstain from things or fear things terribly because of that. Let me tell you why this is dumb, right? Okay, yeah, they can have quite powerful spiritual and technological and energetic effects on one's life, can retrogrades. I'm not saying they can't yet, but what I'm saying is if you've been listening to me for the past, 3 years, which you haven't on this particular, you have on other subjects, and I love you for it, but on this one you haven't, yeah? And that's probably my fault because of the quality of information I've put out there on it. So I'm putting a higher quality of information out there on it now, and I will rewrite a blog when I've got time in between the books and the music production and the voodoo. So, retrogrades can be bad, right? But there's a couple of ways to negate these, right? And when done together, they act as a force multiplier on each other and basically sort of shift the potential chance of you being affected by such energies onto somebody else, basically. Or away from you, at least. And away from your microcosm. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold face. YouTube, I do apologise. So, the way to avoid any sort of planetary retrograde is something that we use in planetary high magic, which is the combined middle pillar and banishing ritual of the planetary master key. It's immensely superior to the lesser banishing ritual. I don't care what you say or who you think you are. It is immensely superior to it. If you don't believe me, do it correctly and you will find out for yourself. Okay, so this ritual is extremely powerful, yeah? It's extremely, extremely, extremely powerful. And it doesn't just banish away the effects of planetary energies, it banishes everything away, pushes everything out of your microcosm. The only thing I've known to be able to step through this kind of level is Lua, because they exist in all worlds for some reason. They can sort of negate the effects of this particular ritual. But for everything else, there's not a chance. It pushes it. If it's not meant to be there, bang, out. This is because this particular ritual works using the planetary master key, which is actually a combination of every esoteric power symbol expressed both simultaneously, on their own, and in combination, all at the same time. It's like the ultimate power symbol, especially for protection, yeah? Right, so this particular symbol is used and it is drawn in all the directions of certain planetary aspects of yourself in order to push these energies away, yeah? And I'll admit, in the ritual, one of these isn't Mercury, yeah? But if you do the ritual in sequence, straight after you've done the balancing of the energies ritual, yeah, I shit you not, it pushes everything away, whether the planet's there and named or not. Anything negative that shouldn't be in your microcosm that's causing you harm and is contrary to your ascension in this now, is thrown out. It's fucked off. It's bye mate, see you later. You have to do this every day though. Reason being is people put negative shit on you. Negative shit comes to you, you pick it up wherever you go, and there are certain technological interferences out there. Your conspiracy theorist foilhead motherfuckers will know what I mean by that. There are other things like psionics and things out there as well that are made to draw energy or put certain energies onto you in order to to weaken you or dampen your abilities. This is why this kind of thing has to be done daily. But when you do this kind of banishing ritual daily, it increases your clearness, your psychic skills. So it doesn't do anything to your pineal gland itself, but the psychic skills you've got will be less foggy. They'll be more clear, they'll be more sharp, and they'll be more on point. You've all seen my reading reviews for my tarot card readings, haven't you? Yeah. Well, there's been a couple of instances where those have been done in my mind, not with the cards, and they've been bang on. You've seen the feedback yourselves. When I was talking to Mama Smoke, we were talking before she came. we were talking quite a bit, yeah? And when we did the reads, she did the reads, but this was straight after we'd done the banishing ritual right at the beginning of the night. She did the reads, and she was that clear, literally, tarot cards pretty much almost told her what we said, and what we were discussing and what we were talking about and where it was going to actually go, which was awesome. It was absolutely awesome, and I shit you not, part of the reason I am so accurate with the cards, and she was just in a new initiate as well, and part of the reason that happened was because of that banishing ritual, because of everything interfering and pushing that shitty energy onto us or whatever was thrown out. So, I'm going to talk you through how to do this. Yeah, right? So, first of all, you need to do sort of like the balancing ritual. Right, my hands are full, so I can't really do it. The balancing ritual balances your energies, and the combined middle pillar and banishing ritual of the master key will not work without the balancing ritual. So to do this, stand up with your left hand, draw a line straight down your head and vibrate Terra. Once you've done that, from your right shoulder across to your left, Mars. Well, no, sorry, on your right shoulder, Mars. Across to your left, Jupiter. Clap your hands, Sol. So just to recap, because I made a little tiny slip up there, Terra, Mars, Jupiter, Sol. Yeah, doing that's clapping my hands together. It's just I got crap in them. Yeah, right. So when you've done this correctly, your energies are balanced. Yeah. Now, before you do this, right, you need to be in a meditative state where in your mind, yeah, in your mind, you have grown to the size of a god. So the universe is a tiny blip at your feet, as if everything that ever was a little LED, and you exist in the void. So you basically mentally or psychically grow yourself to that size, yeah? And then you do this balancing of the energies ritual. Now you remain at this size, yeah? You remain at this size, because you're going to manifest all the energies you need. You're going to manifest it above your head in the void. Because remember, now you're in your god form. So now you're a god. Now you can create shit, yeah? This is some deep level planetary high magic, motherfuckers. Now you can create shit, yeah? Right, so what you do is, first of all, you envision I think it's crystalline white, brilliant crystalline white energy of Uranus. And you breathe that down. If you've got chakras, through your third eye into your throat. If not, just breathe it down into your throat, and you vibrate Uranus. You'll see your Uranian self. As they approach you, give them a little nod to just give them a bit of respect. Yeah, put your left hand over their heart. They will do the same. They will put their left hand over your heart, and you will exchange energies. Once this is done, your Uranian self will turn into each of the 4 directions and draw the planetary master key. Right, an easy way to draw that is draw a normal pentagram and then draw an upside down pentagram on top of it, and that's your perfect planetary master key. Yeah, boom, done. Yeah, circle it, bang it in the middle to activate. If you've got an astral sword, use your astral sword. If you use an Aphemena wands, you can use them. It's all good, all good. But the this part is done with your right hand. Your right hand. Yeah, and if you haven't got any of those things, it's like 2 fingers on your right hand. And then once your planetary expression has done that, yeah, you then do that. But when you bang the symbol in the middle, you then vibrate the planetary name. Right, so just to recap, you've done the energy exchange, yeah? So your planetary selves come, you've nodded, you've put your left hand over their heart center and done the energy exchange. They've done the symbol in all 4 corners. So now you do the symbol with your right hand in all 4 corners. But as you bang it in the middle, yeah, once you've done it, circled it, and as you bang it in the middle, yeah, you vibrate the planetary name. Right, so you do this for Uranus, for Pluto, for Sol, for Luna, for Terra, yeah? Do it for all of those, yeah? Right, so for Pluto, it's a neon green, yeah? For Sol, it's a goldy kind of fiery colour, kind of weird liquidy golden fire. For Luna, it's kind of a shimmering silver, like shiny colour. And for Terra, it's kind of a weirdy electric-y blue colour, yeah? Right, they're the kind of energies you manifest above your head, but if you think I want to manifest the Uranian energy, the Plutonian energy, you can do this. But now I'm telling you what sort of colour to expect. It'll be easier for you to visualise for your visualisations, yeah? So, any questions about this, hit me up. Because what this does, yeah, is this basically, once this ritual is completed correctly, not only are you balanced, yeah, you've thrown all the planetary influences out, all the negative shit out, you've thrown everything out, yeah? There's a video of me performing this on my YouTube and on my website, and also on my blogs. There's my handwritten notes on it, but you can see, right, even if you can't read my writing, this video will go good with it, and so will the other video, yeah, because you can see the actual damn symbol I'm talking about, yeah, okay? So, the next point I'm going to raise to you for avoiding the effects of retrogrades is don't bring them on yourselves, right? Don't bring them on yourselves. So don't go around, speaking things into existence. I made this live the other day about this. Don't speak it into existence and it might not happen to you. You know what I mean? What's the worst that can happen? You don't want to be saying that kind of shit. And you don't want to be like, oh no, I'm really worried about this. Every time they come, they hit me. They always, because you know what you're doing. You're psychically manifesting that onto yourself. You've heard of psychic retraction, where you can screw up your own spells by worrying about them. Well, what about psychic attraction, where you can actually draw and invite negative effects onto yourself psychically? Especially all my spiritual motherfuckers out there that actually practice and do things themselves, and are actually working on their psychic abilities, and are actually working on their magic skills. You should not be worrying or stressing or stewing about the effects of retrogrades, my bros. I mean, I love you all to death, but still, right, you're hurting yourselves, right? Together with the banishing ritual and being positive about things, not actually being negative and not inviting those negative effects in on yourself, you will actually negate the effects of the retrograde. What you want to try and do around this time as well is to be a bit more loving, be a bit nicer to people, put a bit more positive energy out there yourself. You find a lot of people who reciprocate and things like that. And this is good for you as well. This is good for you as well because you're inviting positivity as opposed to, opening the door for negativity, which is always a good thing. I mean, in my line of work, I've got to throw a lot of negative shit out there, so I don't often get a choice. But still, this is my advice. This is my genuine advice to you, my people. So we'll recap. Banishing ritual. Don't stew on it and screw on it and worry about it, And throw some positivity out there. Throw some love out there. See who throws it back. Anyways. That's all for now, Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which wouldn't be a right lot, to be honest with you. And to all my voodoo people out there, see you at the crossroads. Aye, bobo!